Here's Clarkson. Dishes it to Young. Outside Bryant. A high post shot. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Lakers lead by 3. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
A lot of hard work being put in on the glass. This is a very physical team. They're doing a nice job in the paint.
Yeah, and I think they're doing a good job gang rebounding too, Steve. Everybody's boxing out down there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for the Lakers right now, inside it's Boozer and Hill. Rajon Rondo is up there with Wayne Ellington. And it's Young in at the 3 slot. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Yes, Kevin, as you know, Nick Young re-signed with the Lakers this past summer and couldn't be happier. Said it was always his dream to be a Laker, in fact. He said, "This is home. I would love to finish off here as a Laker. My kids get to go to school and say, my dad is a Laker, and that's big. It's a big difference than being on any other team." Guys?
No doubt about that. Thank you, Doris. Now here's Afflalo. Rajon Rondo missing his last shot. Here's McCollum. And he hits it to tie the game up. McCollum's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Trailblazers. And here's Los Angeles. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Afflalo. Here's Kaman. And that's a foul. It's called on Wayne Ellington. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's McCollum. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
It was a great dunk and also a great game we've got here.
And Young kicks to Boozer. Back to Young. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
That's short off the rim.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Yeah, they've been really strong in the paint, battling the glass.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And little to no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, that was a tough one right there.
Now here's Rondo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Shot clock at 6. Here's Young. That one off the back iron and out. Portland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Right, the pass to Kaman. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Hill. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop.
The Lakers last season, and this is a remarkable factoid here, folks, that was only the 6th time in franchise history, going all the way back to the 40s. The Lakers had missed the playoffs. Obviously, the Lakers fans are not accustomed to missing the postseason.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. And for the Lakers last season, Steve, with the departure of Dwight Howard, you knew the team on paper had less talent, but the hope was that the chemistry would improve.
And I thought it did. The chemistry was good. Kevin, they just didn't have enough talent. And when Kobe and Nash went down, it didn't matter who was out there, who was coaching. You know, it was just going to be a situation where they were not going to be able to win enough games.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. The Lakers also changing it up. Robert Sacre comes in for Carlos Boozer. And it's Salmons in for Nick Young. Lillard dishes to Matthews. Back to Lillard. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. He used that pick just right. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but you know the defense still needs to keep an eye on him.
Ellington kicks to Hill. And the layup's good off the glass. Hill's got his first 2 points.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Lillard the pass to Aldridge. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2.
Aldridge can do so many things on a basketball floor. It shouldn't really come as a surprise when he switches his style up. Last year, I thought he played a lot more with his back to the basket.
And to add what you said about Aldridge, the years before his last season, he tended to face up to the basket and Clark shoot over people, which was fine as he was so gifted at it.
But I think with the change to the Blazers' offensive schemes and just the way the team wanted to approach the season, they needed more of a back-to-the-basket guy, and Aldridge was as dominant as ever stepping into that role, in addition to still being able to knock down that face-up jumper.
Kobe attacking, kept alive. The second chance effort, and the layup is up and in.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Now, here's Lillard. He has 7. Aldridge dishes to Lopez.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
Salmons kicks to Clarkson. Stoudemire left side. Stoudemire drawing the double team. Clarkson passes to Stoudemire. Misses off the left iron.
He probably tried to do a little too much there. That was good defense.
Lillard dishes to Lopez. Lopez right side. That's a 2 from Lillard. And Portland again with the bucket.
Well, I doubt that was the plan there on that trip, guys, but they did get the shot to go.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Salmons kicks to Kobe. And there's the pass to Clarkson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, Portland, Oregon is a very different kind of NBA town. A popular motto around here is keep Portland weird. So a sort of counterculture that the fans and the citizens in Portland embrace. But it's a one-team town, and the fans have always shown incredible support for their beloved Blazers.
That free throw, no good. And Portland, one of the smaller markets. They've got the weather situation, a little bit rainy up there. Not a top free agent destination, but great history.
Yeah, and for some players, it can really connect and click for them. You know, Damian Lillard said that Portland just fits him. It feels like home. And Robin Lopez said, hey, I'm a little bit weird myself. So for players with a bit of renegade or a different approach in their DNA, they fit right in, man.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 9. Here's Aldridge. Davis with the block. Here's Clarkson. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They push it up 4 on 3. And Lillard kicks to Aldridge. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's foul number 2 on him. It might not warrant sitting him entirely, but another one before halftime, they could be in some trouble.
Now, here's Lillard. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway, take the shot that's available.
Here's Clarkson. He has 5. And Bryant kicks to Selmans. Outside, Kobe. Count that one. Bryant's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he's starting to pick things up here after a tough first quarter.
Lillard, the pass to Matthews. Lopez, a screen on Kobe. Batum sets a screen for Lillard. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Here's Clarkson, covered by Lillard. Clarkson kicks to Kobe. Jacks up a 3. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
Well, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him.
I thought he'd make that one. That's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Now Lillard. He's got 14. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Lillard's got 12 now in this quarter.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
And the Lakers call time here.
Well, the Lakers are in another one of those transition stages, and they've not had many in the history of the franchise. But they do need to start looking for that next superstar to build the team around.
Teams deciding to change it up. Lakers trail by 9.
As you said, Kobe's starting to get to the age where you just don't know how many years he has left, especially with all the injuries. And the Lakers need to look now to who's going to lead them in the future.
Hill is screen on Afflalo. Clock at 4. Adding on to that thought about the Lakers, Clark, they have seemingly always had one of the top players in the entire league to build around.
Yeah, that's always been one of their key pillars to success. You know, Magic, Wilt, Jerry, well, I mean, you can go on and on, Elgin Baylor, and they thought they might have had Dwight Howard, but now they're in a bit of a search to find the leader to take over once Kobe is gone.
Both free throws good from Hill. Well, Jordan Hill has battled injuries, but when he's played, Clark, he's been pretty effective.
You know, Kevin, last season, around 20 minutes per game he played with the Lakers, and you could argue he should have been playing more. He was very productive in that time on the floor. He's more a banger than a spread four. He's not a great perimeter shooter. And so the fit with their spread out system might have limited his playing time.
Now here's Rondo after Chris Kaman's miss. Hill dishes